Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Mike Brooks Now. I'm Mike Brooks. I thought I would share with you some information from last week in Phoenix that I found interesting, and hopefully I'll keep this going and better ingrain the habit of creating these videos by sharing news that you might not be aware of. So first of all, today is Monday, January 18th, Martin Luther King Day, and I thought I would look up some of his more famous quotes that are wise beyond and I'm looking at them right now. One I think really can be applied to the individual. I think of it as me as the individual, and then also I think you can use it too. It is life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? And I think too many days go by where I don't necessarily have that point of view. I kind of get lost in my day, and I don't look at it through the lens of what am I doing for others. So I think that's very good. The other is, for us as a society, we must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. And with the inauguration on Wednesday and the divisions sown throughout the country, again, extremely wise, and I hope that it is more the former and less the latter. So moving on, I got a ticket today. For holding my cell phone while driving. Now the phone was on speaker, so it's not as if I was speaking on my phone like this. But that is a violation of the law. The hands-off order, which is in effect for cell phones in cars. So if this happens to you, you have a few choices for how you can handle this. So first, you're not necessarily given a quote-unquote ticket. As you're rolling out this order, you do have some options. First is pay a ticket. Number two is to take the online classes or in person. And then you'll have it waived and you won't have any points against your record. And third is, of course, you can contest that in court. Quite a pain. And it's funny, more and more cars now have these panels in the center that I personally find more distracting than a cell phone, because you have to actually move your body over and find what you're looking for, navigate to that. On one of my cars, I have to press it just to change the climate. I find that way more distracting, but that actually is totally in compliance. Also, I guess I could use my watch if I need to do something. At the end of the day, it's dangerous no matter what. It should be minimized, but it's a real thing. People are getting pulled over. And actually, as I circled around the neighborhood where I had gotten stopped and moved back, there was a different police officer who had pulled over another car. Don't know the reason, but I like to think it's the same reason. So that's happening. Real estate market. Hey, so few listings on the market right now. It's crazy. In all of Maricopa County, over 4,500, exactly 4,597 listings today. 1 year ago, that was 9,987. So it's been more than halved. So if you can see or hear, you know that demand is really intense. And although interest rates have gone up just a little bit, that's not really affecting the market at all. And a question I ask myself on a daily basis is, what is going to correct this market? I mean, historically low inventory and interest rates. I don't see interest rates popping up anytime really in the much more over the next year to 2 years, perhaps, that the Fed will feel like that needs to be done in the face of inflation. Who knows? If you have any ideas, would love to hear it in the comments below. And if not, if you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, I appreciate you supporting this channel. But yeah, very interesting. Actually, another thing is I lost an offer this morning for a client, 30 grand over ask, 10 grand guaranteed over the appraisal value, and we lost. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Talking about COVID, cases have continued to rise. Arizona is just about the number one hotspot in all of the United States. We're at 679,000 total cases so far, including 5,400 new cases as of today. And over 11,000 Arizonans have died so far. It is absolutely unbelievable. It's even more unbelievable that events like the Waste Management Phoenix Open are still taking place. And I'm not one to judge. You can argue for or against it. The total number of attendance allowed is 5,000 per day. Compare that to last year, where the total number over a week was over 700,000. But it feels like you won't be able to escape crowds of people going to where the action is. I don't know. It's amazing that's still happening. But again, very, very important to our economy, to all of the businesses that are involved. Last year, when spring training was canceled, one of my clients is a restaurant owner, and he's a vendor of spring training games. And he lost his shirt on his investments that he had made. It's really tragic, so I understand. So in a statement, the 2021 event chairman, Scott Jenkins, said the tournament, quote unquote, the tournament will have strict COVID-19 safety protocols, including mandatory face coverings on the tournament grounds, thermal screenings of every guest upon entry, and social distancing. He goes on to say the expansive 192-acre open-air layout of TPC Scottsdale is conducive to social distancing and so on and so forth. Basically saying, hey, very safe, very spread out. I don't know about that. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. If you're going, would also love to hear your thoughts on that. Now on to Tempe. We're going to talk about real estate, of course. This is a commercial deal that's pretty cool. Tempe has changed drastically over the last 10 years. It's going to change even more over the next 10. So new commercial development over where Macayo's currently is on 3rd Street in Nash, that has been approved. The new development will be 2 buildings, a 17-story office tower totaling 319,000 square feet. That'll be on the northern side. On the southern side, very interesting. It's hard to imagine hotel construction right now. In the face of a pandemic, but that's what's happening. There's going to be an 18-story, 5-star Hilton branded hotel with conference room. There will be conferences again someday, apparently. Street level indoor retail and 4,000 square feet of outdoor dining space. That will be really welcome to that area, which has really, again, blown up over the last few years. I remember back when I was an ASU student, I graduated 2007, Sun Devil, and from the 202 driving east, looking south, I was able to see a mountain, and I was able to see the stadium very clearly. And now you're looking at this wall of glass, which is really attractive and cool, and it really speaks to how much the city has developed. And of course, looking on the north side, you see the Carvana vending machine, was super futuristic as well. So it's pretty cool. Last piece of news. I love this out of Fountain Hills. Fountain Hills project could house the valley's largest telescope, created Discovery Center. So supporters of an $18 million, I'll call it a dark sky development, are kicking off a capital raise. This project will feature a planetarium, an observatory, a theater, and an immersion zone with exhibits. The town of Fountain Hills has already agreed to lease to the center the land near Centennial Circle, and that's needed to create the project. So once they have the funds, they project about 18 to 24 months until the project is complete. So I would guess that this is anywhere from 3 to 5 years out. But when that's done, wow, what a reason to go to Fountain Hills. It's a beautiful part of town anyway. But just to have an attraction like this, obviously, it will attract quite a few tourists locally and nationally. Very exciting about that. So anyway, that's some news and thoughts that I have for today. Sorry if it's a little bit jumbled. Again, I do this as much for me as for you. Let's see if I have 10 viewers on this. But basically my goal is just to give you as much information as possible and to get better at actually sharing the news with you. So this is just one. Hopefully I can do number 2 next week. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you. Please hit the like button, follow, let me know what you like, dislike, news to share, really anything. I appreciate you for tuning in. Until next time.